you're looking for a hydration product, what are the things that you're looking for?
If I'm ever looking for a hydration product, the number one thing I'm looking for is that it tastes good. Like, water has no taste at all. Water's what, like, nature turns to rehydrate, and that's a little bit boring. And then you come down, are you gonna go with sugar? Are you gonna go with sugar-free? And all of this is just conversations point. Does this taste better than the other product? That's it. Jocko Hydrate is delicious. It's got electrolytes. That's between you guys. I don't know what electrolyte is. Frankly, I don't even need one. You could give me more electrolytes than the opponent, I'll beat the opponent. You could give me less than the opponent, I'll still beat the opponent. I can't even spell electrolyte. This has them, whatever that is. And it tastes good, which is really what matters. Did you ever get to school, whatever grade you were in, first grade, second grade, third grade, whatever grade you were in, and then one of your classmates, they've got a cast on their arm? You ever seen that? Or how about it's their foot? They got crutches and they come in. You have seen that, and you've seen it a whole bunch of times. So let me ask you this. Of all those times that you ever saw that, have you ever said anything to that person aside from what happened? Like, did you check on them and see if they'd be okay? Did you see when that cast would be off? Did you see when they'd be bad? Did you see if they were rehabilitated and what the doctor said? Did you ask them any of those things? Did anything ever, of any of those times, come out of your mouth aside from what happened? And the answer is no. And if you're a person that's ever had a cast or a sling or anything like that could be visible to the public, did anybody come up to you and check on you in any fashion aside from leading with, what happened? And I tell you that because I don't know what happened. I've never been told. Of all of the articles that I have seen about the cancellation or when I'll be back, I don't know what happened to the toe. I don't know if it was a training accident or it happened at home. I don't know if he slipped or he went to move this way or perhaps he doesn't know. And I don't have to know that, by the way. It's not like Chael has to be given a certain piece of information. I'm just sharing with you in my life and within my experiences. I have never said to anybody or overheard somebody else asking somebody as a lead. Now down the way, but the open was always, what happened? And it was even to the point where kids in school would like stand up in front of the class, the teacher would have them stand so that it wasn't a distraction and go, okay, since all of you want to know, let me tell you what happened. This is why I'm in a cast. I was in a tree. I reached for the branch. It gave way. There's always a story of what happened. I don't know what happened to the toe. I don't know how this happened. Now, how would it be that I don't know what happened? And how would it be that this was able to be a secret for 3 weeks? Like, that is an impossibility within our sport. That is an absolute unicorn within our sport. That you would have any main eventer, and we're not just talking about a main eventer here. We are talking about the biggest draw in the business. And they were able to keep it a secret. So you have a guy that would have gone to a doctor. He would have sought professional help. In fact, he put out x-rays, so we know that he went to the doctor, and we know that he sought professional help. So now you have all the people that were at the doctors, people that would have been in the parking lot, the people that worked as the x-ray technician, that all told nobody. That's really interesting to me. And then what about the coaches that were in the room when it happened? And what about the training partner that he was with, or training partners, plural? How did they all keep their mouths shut? Or was it a situation of they didn't know, the toe got hurt, but yeah, whatever, you got the adrenaline going, you finished practice, and oh God, it's that night, and all of a sudden it's hurting, and you're looking at that thing, you think, man, this thing might be more than just discolored, I might have broke that, maybe I should go get somebody's help. Was that what happened? I would be just as curious, and I wouldn't pass judgment. I would pass a guess that if it happened in practice, and you did not fall to the mat in pain, yelling out in front of everybody, as a matter of fact, you finished the workout, I would think that would be a sign that you could compete on that toe. The evidence that you just did compete on. You just finished practice. That doesn't make me right, but it's a question that I have. How in a sport where we cannot keep any secrets did this stay a secret when it involves so many people? It involved people at the hospital, complete strangers. It involved people at the gym, complete strangers. It involved your team. It involved the people at the UFC were notified. And the UFC, by the way, just in case you're curious on this, does not just accept these things. They want you to like fly out and see their doctor, and it turns into this whole thing. And I'm sure Conor said, no, I'm not flying to Vegas. I'll send you my x-rays if you want. But what I'm sharing for you is that there's just a lot of people that know, that are fans, and they tell somebody who gets to somebody and it gets out. This never got out. Not even a rumor. The rumor of a black toe, which may or may not be broken, never even got out. That wasn't a rumor that we later found to be true. So, Conor says that he will be back in August. And Dana stepped in front of that and said, no, he won't be ready, and left it at that. And there are very specific potential reasons why you would do that. But I just want to get the timeline down. I want to get the timeline down as the person who has the most credibility in the space of make-believe injuries. Like, this is the same person, old Chael P, that told you that Charles Oliveira would not be fighting Islam on October 22nd, and my source was Charles Oliveira. And Charles said, I will fight him. I will fight him in that venue, even though I don't agree that it's fair. I will fight him at that weight class. I will fight him for the same title. I just won't fight him that month. And I came to let you guys know that it doesn't work that way. That even if all of that is sincere and believed, I can guarantee you that fight will not happen, and that fight will not happen. It's not just a matter of it hasn't happened yet. It won't happen. I was right. So I want to try to take a look at the timeline of Conor McGregor, okay? He says that he's going to be fighting in August. Not I'll be ready by August. That's a completely different statement. Not I think I can be in the gym. Not I think that I can be training. Not the doctor believes I can be cleared by. In fact, I will be competing in August, to the point that Dana, as the producer, did not want this information going out and any of you to go and spend your money thinking this was an announcement, and came out and corrected it and said no. All right. Okay, let's try to break this down again. So he was supposed to fight June 29th. Now, June 29th, can we call that July? Would that be okay with you guys? It's not. It's a day off. In fact, this show starts at 7 p.m. and midnight is... So it's actually 5 hours off. Would it be okay with you if we called that July? April, May, June, July, August. Okay. Because if it's in July, August is the next month. So, much like Charles Oliveira, Conor cannot fight here, but he can fight here. He can't fight in October, but he can fight in November. He can't fight in July, but he can fight in August. And he had that information 1 month previous. That's when the press conference was scheduled. Okay? I'm taking some liberties on some days and some hours there, but can we work together? Can we work together that a press conference was skipped because a fight was not going to happen, but that very fight can be rebooked a month later? A month prior to the scheduled fight, it was canceled. Days before the scheduled fight, he can fight, but not for a month. And not I'll be ready, not I'll be in the gym, not I'm training, not I'll be cleared, not the purpleness in the pinky toe, which allegedly is mine, will be gone. I will be ready. I will be healed, which means I'll be back in the gym. I'll be on weight. I'll be fit. I'll be trained. To the point that the boss had to come out to correct the statement and say that's false. How did that happen? How did we get here? And by the way, what did happen to the toe? What happened? Every classmate I've ever had, it was the very first question. What happened? Not is your arm broken? I see the cast. I know your arm's broken. I'm only 6 years old. I know that your arm is broken. What happened? How did it get broken? It's the very first thing that you're asked. Why do I not know what happened to the toe? Even if it's made up. Even if that is not his toe, as I personally have speculated. I don't know, proof-wise, one way or the other. But why do I not have the backstory? Why do I not know how it happened? Why do I not know who was present when it happened? Why do I not know how, moving forward, we're going to avoid doing something that caused this to happen in the first place to not happen again? It would seem like a very basic detail. But this is how things get uncovered, right? Like, there was a large period of time where the highest-ranking people at the Pentagon, people in the CIA, elected government officials in the Senate and in the House, believed that we not only had aliens that we had captured, we were storing them underground in a city the size of Manhattan. And Jacques Vallée came out and he asked one question: who takes out the garbage? If you have a city the size of Manhattan, there's going to be a lot of garbage, and so there's got to be who is the person that takes it out? I've never seen the trucks, and I've never heard of who takes out the garbage. And it ended right there. They had nothing. They had absolutely no response. And so we have a discolored toe that may or may not be broken. It may or not belong to Conor McGregor, but it's going to be healed. We knew a month before the event that we couldn't go on, but we know before the event that a month later we will be able to go on. And I just have one basic question. How did that injury happen?